Ryan this side. Uh, Hope you're doing great, so. Been long time. I wanted to discuss a lot of things with you, so. Uh, yeah. Actually, I wanted to ask few doubts or discuss certain things with you last week itself, but got a little bit preoccupied, so. Uh, just wanted to discuss few, not to the setups, but the way we perceive things. For example, I was just practicing charts of XAU USD and BTC, or the Forex MAP ticker, so Forex instruments, and just wanted to see how we can, utilize it, because there are a lot of people, like Forex traders also out there who trade full time, and they they uh, they're able to do it. So, and I thought that with our concept also, using the moving averages, the relativity, multiple time frames, we can also can do, even I can do it. So just thought of looking into this, and also getting into prop firms, proprietary firms, where we get good funding as well. So there's little bit less risk, and I think it is a bit easier. So 24 hour markets here we get, and certain instruments like BTC is being traded for 7 days as well, 7 days a week. So each and every price can be tracked down, or slowly, as and when price moves, price gets updated, and it a little bit easier to trade as well. But that said, I was finding a little bit not easy, I can say. Just getting into so just getting into it is very easy, but I'm missing out on the overview, or probably uh, not working for me. So I was just seeing how can I make this possible to work for me. So yeah, for example, in this chart overview, if I say so, we get an event, we get a very good move. Of course, relativity not a good M10. It's coming over here between 2050 value zone. Suddenly we get a move. Again, we get near the value zone. Over here we get a move, and we get the move. So here, what not the issue is just how I perceive things. Now, the issue is just that over here, what I would be looking at would be like, यहाँ पे high पे I'll book the profit. This price will come towards its 10, and from there I can make a move. But from here itself, the price made a move, which is a very good thing. Even if I make an entry over here, so even 4 hours, if I make an entry, and we had an entry, we had a very beautiful entry. So we see the drop in price consolidating. Here we get a higher low is also there. So range, so VCC happening over here. Price is all away. The MAs are away. Price coming here. The MAs are contracted. Beautiful entry over here we get, and I would have probably booked here, but here we see happening, going, trade working. So I of course we can bring in things like 15-minute structures and everything to objectify it more. But in recent a lot of videos of yourself, you do mention that it's not the book that you read, it's about the author that you perceive. It's not about the the training, it's about the teacher, to understand. So even I was just curious, okay, what are the process, like how do I get the feel of it, how not only about you as a general, or even reading in general, like how do I get a feel about what the author is saying, how do I get the feel, okay, what market is doing, how do I get the feel, okay, what do I expect from the price, or how do I anticipate things. So for example, here, if this was the very good move, here we get here on 4h 4 hours, if I show you, we had a very good M10. Not here, okay, it's here, okay. Here also we had a good V25, price coming here, price coming here, again, a little bit of VCC, and over here, uh, again, as I said, so this is all about the feel. Excuse me. This is all about the feel, sir. uh, of course, there was a good VCC also over here, but yeah, it was good VCC here, and the price we got. But over here, if you see, here the part was good, and love, when we understand things, when the things are absolutely easy and you're getting the feel of it, the tradings becomes much more fun and much more very interesting. But the other, when when we're not able to get things, so we just I feel like I a little bit get nervous, or maybe okay, why, what happened, or the whys and the hows. So so I'll just introduce. So what I'm planning to do in these leap. This is the playlist, watch list, or I can, you can even say playlist. Over here, there are few tickers like XAUSD of the gold, the Bitcoin. You have the silver and the other forex markets. These are the main two sections which I'm tracking. So, and in these sections, all of these instruments, I even tend or look interest to play even these moves, the contra moves. This gets a little bit much more or tougher. So I always have a book and a pen with me, and I always keep on shifting time frames from here and there. But here on 4H, if you see, so price just fell, like from here price just came to 50. We're getting a move, we're getting few wicks also. It's like stretch, like even these wicks, no, so they carry a move in itself. Like these are the pocketing trades, 60 pips. So the position will be zero point 0.3 if I'm trading a $5,000 prop firm. So that'll be around $180, which is a huge, very huge figure comparing to the trading amounts of. So I even trying to play these. Of course, these moves are of a different length and different mindset altogether, and these are of different mindset. These are, you do mention that you have to keep on pocketing your trades. So that way, I keep trying to trade. Look for these opportunities. Here over here, I did not get anything, or maybe in lower time frame, I would love to discuss this with you, because these were a little bit tricky, sir, and I feel I'm not ready for this. I've seen lots, like so many scenarios, more than hundreds of scenarios, and I'm still not able to get the feel. I've got the feel like that. Uh, it's like it's I've got the feel, sir, but I'm just anxious about the win rate. We always of course, a 70% or 80% win rate is also fine, and but in my mind it's always the things to be right, the things to be perfect, the things going in a, objectifying things constantly. And when it's a very good part, so because if I objectify, suppose if I'm objectifying a trade over here, it becomes much more easier, objectivity wise. Because but over this part it would have been easier. Over this part, no, so if I bring in the objectivity, for example, suppose in 4H we see sudden drop in price towards 210. Of course you get a push, but on 20 we did not get a push. Of course it's perfectly fine. We sometimes price we don't get the push, but my question is why not in 50? But why, if how I perceive things is that if 10 we got a push, and the push was of, suppose, say 2% of this particular candle, then on I see, and 20 also we might get a push, and even 50. Of course it's not necessary, but I seek, there's something in my mind, okay, we may get the push. But here we did not get a push, and here also we did not get a proper VCC as well. This is a 4H, that means this is my ETF on. Maybe if I go on daily, it was this is the part, so this is the part. On daily it was sudden drop and a sudden spike, like a vertical rally. And even if I go on weekly, this is how my candle will look like. Of course, 6 month, 6 month was on play. 6 month, I don't know if you remember, so long back, I think it was November 2023. We were discussing this over here, and we were discussing that it's really setting up good. I think, yeah, it's a very yeah. So yeah, we were discussing this, and you had mentioned, it was very beautiful. So like you've seen the price go through here. It's November 24, yeah, over 23, yeah. Over here we were discussing. So yeah, the price has gone very, very, very good. So the all candles making higher highs amongst themselves. Over here it made a higher low, and it was all a wick, and even here. So that means the 6 month is perfectly very, very beautiful, and I think it's extended a lot. Yes, it is extended. there are two things now. Of course, now I'm getting a feel of extension, but of course, how do we objectify it? Because if we go by the 3 to 5 monthly candle rule, of course it implies here we may also get another huge candle like this, which can even go to 5287 or how much ever numbers, because the same we saw in Nasdaq. So not to confuse you, but just because you see this candle, three candles are bigger, the fourth candle is much more bigger than that. So just to get the feel of the charts, the feel of the outlook, to get the overview. Of course here it's extended, so maybe anticipating, okay, we might not see another move. But yeah, sticking back to this thing, now since everything was in a good turn, here we were able to objectify the trades. Here everything went smoothly, but why not here? Why was I was a little bit anxious, because so XAUSD and BTC are like my everyday charts. So I'm so these are my time frames. So I'll be on these time frames. I'll sometimes D is my STF, sometimes 15 minutes is my STF, sometimes even 5. 1 is never my STF. It's just my ETF for 15 minutes. So I even play this combination 1, 15 and 5 more majorly. You get everyday moves to trade. Even these contra moves also were traded. Even this move, I wanted to share this with you, so I was very excited to share this with you. I actually cleared 2 stages in prop firm, so and I was all planning to share these trades with you, but and even I got my master account, sir. But that master account, I was officially funded, but later, I messed up a little bit. Yeah, I messed up in knowing or perceiving few things. I was just since I was watching everyday charts, so I had a flow in my mind, and I was not able to look at the overview. But I was also a little bit confused. For example, uh, the way I was perceiving things was that now this, of course, in 10 we might get a reaction. 10 we were getting a reaction. Why not from 20? And from 20, this is on daily, so from 20, even if I get a DC, not a DC, because now my 10 is down sloping. So even if I get a DC with a long lower wick, this happening and this happening possible. From here it goes low, it flattens a bit, you get a DC move, and like this you get a move from here, and then from here also you get a down move possible. You not getting we not getting a down move, and we not getting a down move, and suppose we get possible one more case study. So I, we reject everything, and I just go on 4H, and 4H we see that my 50 is over here, the upper bandwidth, and of course my structure is over here. So instead of price going up to here, the price also gets the liberty to do this. That we've got. Oh yeah, one more thing. We did not get a move push from 10. I was like, why don't we get like a curiosity? Like why did not we get a move from 10? Why we got from 20? Will it go to 50? Because earlier in my ETFs, when I was constantly doing, I was clear. But here, no, sir. Now, for example, so two things. So, first, I was talking about the daily price structure falling. So, regarding that, 4H can even come to 50 moving, can get a move, because here, this is what happened. I'll help you. So, um, yeah, यहाँ पे this is what happened. So what happened was, sir, was a higher low, so I marked a support, and suddenly price came towards its 50, and price suddenly came towards its 50, and price was hovering. MAs were coming closer. Over here, when the MAs were closer, I felt okay, 4 hours something we've got, and it came over here. I didn't do anything. It came over here. I felt maybe we can get. So I did not take a trade yet. Over here, when it came, you can see the structure. So we always talk about the structure. The structure was intact. So I was supposing, but maybe not. I was a little bit skeptical, so I did not trade. I thought maybe we'll see a VCC over here. But what happened, I don't know. Of course, the MAs were contracting. I'll just invert the chart now, right now. So I'll be inverting the chart. Now we have inverted the chart, and now you see. We can see a VCC. So inverting the chart helps me to get the outlook so a little bit more better. So now we got a VCC. Now if you see, now maybe we, as you said in lecture 16, now maybe we are in stage 4 of an inverted chart. So now I've inverted it. Maybe we are in stage 4 of an inverted chart, and we got a VCC here. So how would the cycles play? Was my first question. So of course, ऐसे तो overview I know कि 10, 20 and 50, but again no sir, objectivity or to get the feel. Now as I was getting the feel. I was getting the objectivity that MAs are also downsloping. So I randomly just on 1 hour, if you see, no, I did not take the 15 minute or 5 minute structures, like even यहाँ पे अगर 5 minute के कोई higher low break होता है, and then if I enter on the breakout, that would have been a different scenario. That also I do, so that also I wanted to discuss with you. But यहाँ पे I just sold on the ETF and I played the very good move, very beautiful sir. Of course, यहाँ पे price, so I was expecting there was a little bit demand here, so I was expecting a little bit push from here as well. We got the push. Again, I was little bit why we got from 10. Okay, here we got the VCC. You can see the candles beautifully coming in, and here again, why from 4H20 or 1 hour 50? Why it did not go to its 200? Of course, it's what it is doing is perfect, but if I know in pre-hand, okay, what structures, what my STF over here, how do I shift my STF, how do I rotate my STF would be best. But what happens is usually I get a little bit clouded with this thing, because I think these are all a little bit sensitive. You saw the case studies, the opinions, like daily can even come here, daily can come here, daily can just go from here, or 4H or 1 hour or even 15 minutes, 15 minutes 200, we were able to see beautiful pull off MAs. But now with this structure in my mind, I'll just show you another chart. So this is of odd USD. Yeah. So last time in PRCH, I was discussing sir with you. I had this official not I had this doubt in my head. Okay, of course now over here we are able to see that support has become resistance. This whole zone was of support and became a resistance. But here, and I was also expecting a little bit push from here. Of course, to confirm it, we can go on maybe 15-minute structures, like if at all the higher low structures. Now price was making a higher price was sorry, my bad. Price was making a higher high, high low, high high, high low, and it did not break the structure. It went beautifully, broken the structure. MA is downsloping, and if at all, I'm telling you the short trade. So if at all it came here, MAs were downsloping, maybe 20. Again, MAs coming together. Now it coming here. So now here, what happens is that at this area, what happens is that I'm anticipating a contra scenario. So now here, what happens is that here your 50, 200. Now here your all MAs come together, you get a move and you get like this. So that would have been a contra trade. That would have been a beautiful contra trade if at all I want to anticipate it. But the way I show you, so in the XA chart of where in from hourly itself on STH itself I shorted. So over here also I was looking to short, but I did not short, so I was feeling skeptical. And yeah, now it's in a big range, and I think it's a range breakout as well. But I feel yeah, this is some so long back I heard about this liquidity concept, so maybe that I'm not using that word sir, but maybe that's something, because यहाँ पे on majorly forex charts we see that our monthly, even 200 is present on a monthly, and it's like a range thing. So I was just wondering, okay, how do you play from the time frames here? Of course event is there, this there, but uh, not getting stuck into the range and being a part of the momentum, and major doubts like we being able to see this vertical rally. So of course now over here I would buy. I know okay, there might be a pull of MAs relativity. The 10 was down sloping, now it's becoming flattish, it's coming here, and now it's flat. Now in 4H here we get an event and boom, it goes. But here it just drops in. Uh, one more observation is, of course, RSI 50. Yeah, this is one observation which I made. I think this is the ultimate scenario. So whenever I've most of the time I've seen this vertical rallies, RSI is at 50 and a bounce at 50. Extensively I used to discuss last year about this chart. Here we go. Yeah, extensively I was discussing with you about this one. Yeah, even this 50 RSI was at 50. RSI see, between 60 and 50. Here we get a monstrous move, and the whole time frames like MW were also on our side. And you just look at this. So this is my whole thing, and this is what I was expecting from the last years. This is what my major anticipations would be. Okay, how do I capture these moves? My whole trading, I've actually failed a little bit, and from last year my numbers are very bad. And the main reason is this only, so I would anticipate this, but I would not know why. So for continuously seeing these charts, reading on this, I was able to anticipate that usually we get between RSI from 50 and not from 40. Even over here, you see this GRSC move, so RSI 60 50, again 60 50, and again you get a monstrous move. So there was one more also. There was one more chart. So Gold DM. Yeah, yeah, Gold DM. Yeah. This is the part. 50 50 RSI. Just not go to 40. It's just I don't know if it's a major observation. I think yeah. So from here, so even all these charts, so even XA, if you see, came a little bit below 50, and you got a vertical rally. We also were not able to see VCC. And since so what so sir, I'll help you a little bit more about my insight. So what I observe is that usually whenever we don't see a VCC, we get to see a move near the highs, and the whole we usually say price correction up to the mark where the VCC was not there. So these I don't know if it's a baggage or a good observation, or is it okay or is it not okay. I would request you to just constantly give me feedback. So but this is what I've seen, and this me missing out on this on that one 4H is a nightmare for me. So why nightmare? Because I'll constantly be present on 15 minutes or 4H moves, and this going this much is a major move for me. So like this is 10%, and 10% on instruments, stable instruments like Forex or XA are not usually visible, and within few days, 1 or 2 days, just like this is the move I would really love to play. And even I, as I said, so I even played this contra moves. I even played this move. I even played this move on Harley. I so here I explained, sir, how I'm running on out of things. Uh, as I said, daily, because now 10 is down sloping. Daily we can even get a move, maybe a long wick again coming down, because daily is down sloping, again go flat. So that pull will be there uh, for from daily, and that was also fine. I'm selling here, and to play up to 50 is also fine. One second, again it coming up to a downslope from here and to here, coming to 50 is also fine. Or it's just not coming to 50, it's having a range, it's making a range, it again waiting for the MAs. From here we get a move, and and all the MAs get contracted, and suppose we make uh, these moves, they come here and they come like this, and hovering like this, we get it, and 50, something like this, and so if at all we get a move, then maybe. So these are all anticipations of how I'm just looking at things. So how do I perfect this out? This is my major query. I'm practicing charts, but I'm not able to hit that spot. I'm seeing on charts the VCC is a little bit missing over here. So even if we get a trade, so as I said, so in this vertical rally there was no VCC, but of course यहाँ पे we saw VCC, and we can get the feel of it. The same feel we even got over here in 15 minutes over here. This 15 minutes also we had a feel. We had a VCC over here, and I think which one more part. Yeah, I think over here in 15 minutes. 15 minutes was a bit mess over here because Ali itself is in 200. Even 15 minutes was mess over here. So just want to know, okay, how do I, not wait for, because if I even if I buy here, the only issue would be my SL, and my SL will be here, so which is very huge. And of course, if you're planning for huge or anticipating huge, you can, but 2%, it's like 82 pips. 80 to 95 pips is the target, so 3% is the target over here. What I anticipate, 0.3 lot size, so 0.3 into 95 would be nearing $300 to $85. So that will be a that is the move which I'm actually playing. I'm even playing for pocketing trades for 120 pips, $120. So just wanted to know, so okay, how do it, like a curious way, so like how do we do it, how do I understand it. I've actually, since last year, I've seen some failures, and I know we can work on the basics, but uh, actually, I'll be honest, sir, I'm out of funds, so I'm actually come from good family, but I'm actually exhausted, so I'm like, my whole savings are down. So my family members don't know it, but I have a loan. I've taken a small loan to fund these prop firms. So, and actually, I passed two stages of prop firms. I was officially funded. Only 1 week, mein, I was also getting the payment also. So, but yeah, I was getting the payment, but I messed up a little bit and got overwhelmed, and I lost the account. So again, I'm restarting. So actually, I had made a video on what and all my trades were, but since too much was happening in my mind, and my system always gets crashed, so my mind always gets crashed, seeing so many things. It's a little bit. Uh, so yeah, so I just want to know. But the beauty of this failures is that I'm able to see things. So I'm able to get this. This is a very beautiful concept. So like I've known this one. This thing, I would have mastered this one. This is not a setup kind of thing, just a feel. And now this is what I call the W thing. So this is because over here, if you see, the MAs would be away, and here it will be together. The whole, the 10 would be here, the 10 would be here, the 10 would hover around, and then it just joins it, and you get an event here, and it's very beautiful. uh, in BTC, I haven't trade, yeah. So sir, as I said, sir, I play every move. So I had shorted here, yes, I had shorted exactly here and these areas, and I was constantly watching on 15 minutes. So but it was 9 3:30, I had placed my SL on the top, and I was expecting a target over here. That's it. That was my move on hourly and 15 minutes. So but again, I knew it, sometimes you get the demand and the whole system changes. So I took the SL, and my prices were here. I was tracking live over here, and again I had shorted here because it was nearing the high of this. Even if we get a VCC, we can get over here. So I just thought of, I know, very small move, you will scold me for this, but yeah, I was planning for even the small move, just for a quick pocketing trade. If I improve my chances, if I wanted a runway, so to take bigger SLs as well. So I did this, but I was not careful enough. Then I was just away from the system, and I had placed stop loss above this. From here it went here. I had shorted here to anticipate here, but again we get this move, very beautiful. We get a consolidation. This was the entry. So I have planned this so beautifully. I've understood this concept so beautifully, uh, uh, with you, and like, this was the best thing, matlab. This was the best entry. I was not able to trade here, but when the price was here, I realized that I had Summa shorted here. It was a very bad move. I would have instead bought here, because you got the move here, consolidation. If it would have come on this, it would be like, you got the move, you get a rest, and that would be a perfect one. But this is also very beautiful, because this, gave this chance. I don't know if you remember the Chennai Petro thing. I had asked you in earlier live sessions of Chennai Petro. The same thing was there, and it explained me, and everything. I was able to recollect it and gather it. This was the best move, and yeah, this is what I'm seeing. So This was uh, this was M10 on, this was BTC M10, so, and very beautiful. I think the entry would have been here. It's very beautiful, perfect entry. But I was just again skeptical, okay, why we are not able to see a big move. So I've so to answer my questions myself. So what I used to do is, I used to go on monthly. I see कि ठीक है, we've got a nice price correction, we've got a good bounce as well. Maybe the bounce would carry up to the, so, higher high, not a higher high. These candles did not make any higher high, so of course wicks were there. But since wicks were there and long wicks, so maybe we can take this. So higher high candle, and then suddenly this got lower low. So this candle, इस candle के inside में सब हो रहा है. So this is a major resistance on monthly. W will be higher low, and got a range, and before the range this was the candle, and this candle का high मैंने mark किया हुआ है. So, and even on daily, so daily even over here, I think I discussed this with you about the candles thing. So the same thing, what I do is I use the candles and higher high. Now this candle is a higher high, this becomes, this low gets protected, and usually we get to see a push from here. So that is what I anticipate. So the confirmations of the push, now I wanted to discuss this also with you. So confirmations of the push, suppose for example, now this is on daily, so I'll remove everything. This is the low, okay. And on maybe on 1 hour, what we see is that we see a few structures of higher high and higher low. So suppose we see this structure getting higher low, higher lower low, we get one more lower low. So what I see on Arley is that on this lower low we get the VCC, and that's the perfect, matlab the perfect best entry. But there are also certain cases where we can just buy on the STF over here, and we can just buy it over here. This is the second scenario. The third scenario, what happens is that the price just slips right through it. Even if I mark a limit order, that would not be the best for me. So not a doubt, but just want to discuss, okay, how do we uh, what is the best scenario. Of course VCC is the best, but we even sometimes the VCC does not happen, and we just get a vertical move, which we saw over here. Or probably we can just buy above this high over here. If I buy above the high, I still gets too stretched. And in these markets, I'm lower the SLs because I'm trading all the moves. So usually in my mind there is also a thing that you get the price always, but I don't again, so to see this thing, it's a bit a little bit, not the best thing to see, I feel. So, and this was these discussions did not have a perfect doubt, but I hope you were able to see, okay, where I'm stuck or where I'm not able to do. I don't know, what am I pushing too much into smaller stuffs, or am I not pushing myself much, or this is just contra things in my mind happening. So you told me to be firm. Okay, you have to be firm while trading, you have to be patient and calm, and so these are certain habits also which I'm trying to follow. Yeah, so yeah, these were the things. So I just want to discuss this odd cat with you. So yeah, this was very beautiful, and this was one GBP. Yeah, I wanted to discuss this with you. So even here over here we see good move from V25 50 moving average, and good move from here as well. We saw VCC also happening over here on a lower time frame here, and we got a good demand. Now of course, take it 10 pay we got mild push, 20 we did not get a push. Now my question is, uh, why do we don't get a push? Just not because it I'm it should be getting a move. I'm just asking, why, what is the push theory, sir? We get a push from 20, it's fine. We do not get a push, also fine, perfect. But what are the signs do we see कि यहाँ पे we get a push? Of course, in lower time frame, again a VCC happening, or structures getting broken. And even though यहाँ पे two contradictions हो जाते हैं. So even if you're getting from here a move, one contradiction is that if you're getting a move from 20, the 10 relativity, boom, 10 is down sloping, so यहाँ पे we get a, the price goes up to here, we get a pull, we get again a DC, again here, again here. यहाँ पे we see that all the MAs are contracted towards each other. We get a lower time frame where we get a CB takes all the moving averages up down sloping, stage 2. We can trade up to here or maybe cross here. Sometimes now second scenario is 20, we got to move, we just get a straight move up from here, boom, down sloping MAs, boom, which is also good because MA is down sloping. We have the justification that K10 was already down sloping, it went just to pull off MA ho gaya. And second is that we just get a move and it just goes like this, boom. This scenario, of course we can miss it out, but how, the whys, and again sir, why I am discussing certain now, the third scenario would definitely not be possible or less possible. Why I'm discussing this is just to get that win rate satisfaction, sir. Of course the win rate, what my win rate would be is certain win rates will be around 70 to 80%, and which is again very fine. We're just risking one and getting 5 or 6 7 RR like that, how we trade. But still I just was just curious enough, so I just thought of say asking you. So यहाँ पे one more doubt was, so the MS are upsloping, so यहाँ पे why didn't we get a push? I was expecting a push from here. So again, and when MS were dropping, I was seeing that इतना बड़ा push आ गया, there's multiple candles, so maybe यहाँ से जो demand आया, you can see the structure, so you can see the structure. So there's good demand, we've got good structure also, we got near the demand. I'm expecting maybe up to here we get a push. Again, if it wants to fall, it does not want to fall, so what will happen is यहाँ पे DC बना के, that is one scenario. So यहाँ पे this would be my entry, यहाँ पे this area, which I've totally got it. So a second scenario is would be we getting the structure like this, we getting this up, and then we down. So maybe here we go, यहाँ पे again 10 and boom, that is one more. And the third scenario is what these two scenarios are what I've anticipated in my mind. There can be more scenarios. The third scenario is what we are seeing right now. So perfectly like the you said, so the perfectly MAS को breach करके जा रहा, no upper wicks, nothing, drop, again a drop. So maybe यहाँ पे we can, I'm inverting the chart. So now यहाँ पे maybe we can spot a VCC, or maybe the VCC is already happening. Yeah, you can see the MA is happening and you can see the conjecture. Yes. Yeah, we got the W move, we got here, it's respecting the MAs, and maybe we get it. Also there is another situation where we even go down. So I really love the concept of your lecture 16, sir, जहाँ पे आपने you mentioned that linking of MAs ETF -2 getting a VCC. So even if the price from here it's just fallen, so maybe we can get a VCC over here and just, or even if it's just falling, अगर इसके break के नीचे भी मैं price अगर मैं ले लेता हूँ, then my SL is here and the price just keeps falling. So ठीक है, here if the price is just falling like that, then probably right now I would like to just see it fall, because my SL also gets too much stretched. So the overview crux was, I think, was about cycles and the feel of ETFs. Okay, what my ETF is doing. Usually the CVCC or this structure has been my favorite structure. So this I call it the W, and not the actually W, sir, not to frame it, but yeah, no, not to give any tag or any name to this, but yeah, this one thing. So यहाँ पे what confusion I get is, and we've got an up move, this not going like this, it goes like this. Even if it then comes like this also, and then it goes also, is fine, because the structure is maintained. You can see, so the structure is maintained. So this particular area also is, you can add in one of my confusions, not confusions, a little bit not getting the feel of it, because ठीक है यहाँ पे, because यहाँ to trade this leg, my entries won't be here. my entries would be here, or maybe it breaks the last conjecture. There are also times where in V12 or V25s, when we were discussing, even we get to see these types of structures, and this happening, and again, we getting this, and then all the MAs coming together and boom. So this is also possible, like where okay, like this is also possible that we get a structure here. So to play this leg, the structured leg, and then this happening. So two things. यहाँ से यहाँ तक, now we just saw an X-ray that it failed. The structure got failed on 4H because all the MAs were down sloping. So we were able to follow it. Structure got failed. Second thing is, to play this down leg, my entries have to be here, because again I'm inverting, sir, because यहाँ पे I would love to see any VCC happening, and then to play here. Again, the risk also of price moving out from this conjecture also takes place, and sometimes it just does this and does this. So I just wanted to know about this as well. So okay, आपको क्या लगता है? What will help you? What do I do to get more feel of it? I'm practicing crazy. My charts were really good, so my entries were really good. But okay, even after getting the account, I messed up. I cleared 10%, and in my account I was up only 2%. I was so overwhelmed or not in control, and everything got lost. So would love to know more. So I hope I think it's 40 minutes. I hope my voice was clear, or my video was clear. I hope. So thank you, sir. Would here to love your feedback or your thoughts on what my thing was. I hope uh, I move from clouded mind to clarity, so, and you are the I really get inspired from your clarity, so looking forward from your feedback, so, and your thoughts on how do I manage it. What am I doing? How could I improve myself? How do I bring edge in whatever I do? And how do we, because this step, what I'm showing, I think, of course, I've failed in the last year miserably. My whole fund account, my whole market, NSE, BSC account, everything I've lost. But I think we've approached in a new way. So I think we've more curiosity has opened up, more charts, more into the process of looking at each and every move has improved it. I'm able to see few things. Of course, it becomes a high insight, but I'm able to I'm loving it. So like in hindsight also, you see certain structures where you get a hit in your head कि wow क्या हुआ है, ये हुआ है, VCC हुआ है, ये हुआ है. But of course, when it comes to live market, this VIX, what if, or what if like this, or what if like this. So this want to increase more firmity, to improve towards the goal. So yeah, so looking forward, sir, from you, and see you soon. I mean, meet you soon, sir. I mean, we'll have a ready chat, sir, in live chat or like that. Yeah. Thank you, sir, and looking forward to many more such videos from you, sir. Your each and every video, so like even I was looking back to lecture 16, 17. Everything makes sense, and it's very beautiful, sir. So I'll be watching few live sessions as well. So I was just wanted to know more about reversals as well. I think reversals part I've missed. Okay, when now my STF is D and my D is like this. So how do I see the reversal? Of course, VCC here, constant here. Now 20 coming here. This is also a move which I would love to play on daily, from 20 to here, और 20 से ऐसे जा रहा है 50 से पूरा ही मूव आ रहा है कि why do we see a full move from 50 itself, or maybe it can go towards 100, and from there itself it gives a move. So two cases हो जाता है. So here what happens is that then I am able to plan my trades के 15 minutes के structures में, lower low, higher high, higher low के structures में खेलना है, or from 50, or from like this. So it just helps in managing the trade. Yeah, so I just hope get a little bit more firm in trading, and improve my game, so yeah, this is beautiful ETF -2 happening. So this 4H was M10, no, not M10. I was expecting an M10, so we're getting from 20, and 1 hour is the down sloping. This is what 15 minutes ETF -2. So ETF maybe. So yeah, we're not so this market is live right now. We're not able to see a VCC here. Maybe we can get a high low, or we can get another move here. So because again this is down and all this MAs are down slipping, of course you might get a push pull of MAs, and from here if all the MAs come together and if we get a DC conjunction towards the MAs, and boom, it goes. So yeah, so would love to hear your thoughts, sir, and sorry for stretching it too much. Probably I'll mention that to watch on 1.5 or 1.5x. Thank you, sir. Oh, thank you, sir. Looking forward for your feedback or for your thoughts, sir. Thank you.